music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from? The scene that keeps playing on repeat ignores the...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or big welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Kim. This is Cleaning with Kim, where we show you the real, the raw, and the ugly. In today's video, we got a lot going on, a lot of big messes that we are going to be getting clean. It's very satisfying. So if your house looks like mine, or you just need that real raw cleaning motivation, you are definitely in the right spot. Go ahead and grab that coffee or your favorite drink, your favorite snack, whatever you need. Sit back and soak up the motivation, or clean along with me.
Where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a complete overview of everything that we're working on today. As always, go ahead and let me know right now in the comments, are you cleaning along with me, or are you just trying to soak up some motivation today? I always find it so interesting to see why people are here to watch this type of content. I know for me, I struggle daily, and I definitely don't keep that a secret from you guys. And so cleaning videos are like my favorite, to be able to sit down and watch it. And my husband actually asked me one day, he was like, what is it about these cleaning videos? Like, is it just one of those, like, if she can do it, then I can do it too? And I feel like maybe that could be a part of it. But I don't know. It's just something about seeing someone clean up their messy house that, one, makes you feel like, okay, I'm not alone, right? I'm not a complete failure. And two, then yeah, if she can do it, I can do it. And it's just nice to have that motivation, inspiration, and encouragement. I feel like we all need that, no matter what our walk of life is, whether we're a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, work out of the house mom, not even a mom, college student. I know I even have some younger kiddos on here that watch my videos. So I find it so interesting. So I would love to know, what do y'all do when you watch my videos, and why do you like these videos? I'll report it back to my husband. He needs to hear what it's all about. But I just find it so interesting. And I love whoever created this concept that let's watch other people clean up their homes, because it works. I started my channel because, like I said, I love cleaning videos, but at least for me, I couldn't find any that were super relatable. As you can tell, my house is a wreck, and it is like this 95% of the time. But I do what I can when I can, and when I do, I'll always pick up my camera and bring you along with me, and just hopes to show you that it's okay if your house looks like this, and we're going to get it cleaned up together. So if this is your first time here, like I said, my name is Kim, and I am a stay-at-home mom. I've got 3 little ones. Emma is 12. I homeschool her. Ella is 3, and Mason is a year old. We are here all the time. We rarely leave unless we're doing like little outings or extracurricular activities or anything like that. So yeah, the house gets super messy. And yes, my kids do have responsibilities. They do have their chores. I get that question a lot. But for the most part, I'm the manager of the household, and I do the majority of everything around here. And that's everything, not just cleaning. So sometimes it does get put on the back burner, and then unexpected things happen. If you have been here before, you know that I missed last week. I'll get into all that, but life happened, and that's okay. Sometimes you just need to take a step back, take a break away, do the bare minimum, and then try again tomorrow, or maybe even try again next week. So while I am here to encourage you and motivate you and inspire you to, tidy up your home or clean up your home, I also want to be here to remind you that you're human and you're not a robot, and, you're human. So do what you can and give yourself grace for the rest of it. That's the mantra around here. So if that sounds like your jam, go ahead and hit that subscribe and the bell. It's completely free. It's just going to let you know every time that I upload a video. So we went ahead and got the living room all cleaned up. When I was editing this video, I realized that I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in my last video. So if you feel like you're having deja vu, or you're like, wait a minute, did I watch this video already? You didn't. This is a separate video. I have like a handful of shirts because I am that mom that will go drop like $500 on my kids, have a $10 shirt in my hand, and then put my shirt back. I'm like, I don't need it. The kids need stuff more, even though, I don't know why I do that. Is anyone else like that? It is like I feel like it's one of my worst qualities that I don't ever do things for myself. But I did end up doing something for myself, and I'm going to share that with y'all a little bit later as well. So we're going to go ahead and get all of this laundry done. Laundry had been backed up, piled up, and the toddlers are super interested of helping me. The 3-year-old's getting really good with the washcloths, but the 1-year-old more so just likes to kind of dance around with the clothes. So that makes for an interesting time too. But yeah, if I haven't met you yet, feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. I would absolutely love to meet you. I love to see where everyone is watching from, and if you have kids, you don't have kids, I just love to meet every single one of you. So if you feel comfortable, definitely leave me down a comment. Let's get this laundry finished up, and then we are going to be going into the kitchen. It's going to be a different day, different clothes, different day, and we're going to be cleaning up the kitchen. This is going to be the next morning, I believe, or maybe the morning after. My 1-year-old knocked down my tripod, like my big tall stand-up tripod. I think it got up to like 6 feet tall, and it is cracked. I'm going to try it with some super glue, but I just haven't had the time. So I am filming on my tiny little bitty tripod. So if things look a little weird or the angles look a little different, that's why. I know some of you don't even care about that stuff, but I just wanted to address it. So let's go ahead and get this kitchen cleaned up.
Wait a second, I don't need you. Then why so settled? I withdrew. Still it feels just like I'm waiting for something better. Wait a second, I wanna stay up late with my heart in your head. Maybe stare too much cause you don't understand. You got me gone. You don't understand. You got me gone. But sometimes I might be a bit selfish when you're way too humble. Might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. Or just the best you've ever had. Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster. When I'm with you, I feel different, like I'm brand new. Let's ignore it. Still it feels just like I'm waiting for something better. Wait a second, I wanna stay up late with my heart in your hand. Maybe stare too much cause you don't understand. You got me gone. You don't understand. You got me gone. But sometimes I might be a bit selfish when you're way too humble. Might be overzealous, getting you in trouble. Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had. 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 Cause I'm a little bit unsteady, even a little bit mad. Might be a disaster, or just the best you've ever had.
All right, so I do have a couple of little things that I want to chat about. The first one being that if you've been here for a while, you've probably seen our cat Blaze. He's our little white kitty, and he would just lay around in the videos, try to avoid the puppy, just honestly probably the best cat ever. I know I'm probably biased. I didn't, if I'm being completely transparent, I never wanted a cat. When I grew up, we had lots of cats. I always wanted a dog, and my mom like always had lots of cats instead. Like we had like litters of kittens, and it was like so many cats and kittens everywhere. My grandparents had a lot of cats. Like I just grew up around cats, and I was like, I want a dog. So when I was older, I was like, I'm going to get a dog for my family. We're not getting any cats. Well, my oldest she's 12 now, she's almost 13. For her second birthday, so about 11 years ago, my grandmother bought her a cat for her birthday, a kitten, but didn't buy it. It was her cat who had kittens. Brought her, I should have said, a kitten for her birthday, like gave her a live animal for her birthday. Just fair warning, don't do that. If you're thinking about giving someone a live animal and you haven't gotten permission from the parents, don't do that. But I mean, what were we gonna do? So I didn't want to bring him to the shelter. I mean, he was a little baby kitten. So we kept him. We named him Blaze, and he has just been with our family ever since. But sadly, last week, I did see his health declining a lot in this past month. I took him to the vet. They said he had a little cat cold. It would go away on its own. The rest of his symptoms were just kind of getting older symptoms and normal. Well, his health rapidly declined. He ended up going upstairs to my oldest daughter's room, and kind of made a spot on her bed, and he just stayed there, and he stopped eating, he stopped drinking, all of the things. So I took him to the vet, and ultimately he had to be put down, and he passed away. This was a week ago, so I'm able to talk a little bit better now without my voice cracking. And yeah, we miss him, and it's just really funny because something that you never thought you wanted could just love so much, and could just be such a big part of the family. So you won't see Blaze laying around anymore. He is reunited with Max, and that is our dog that passed away. We had him of 14 years, and he passed away last year in June. And if you've been around here, I talked about him a lot too. And it ultimately brought us Bear, which is now our 5-month-old puppy. That's a whole different story I could get into. But so that's why Blaze isn't here anymore. And that was a big, huge, unexpected thing that I didn't expect to happen. How I was kind of chatting in the beginning of the video about how life happens, unexpected things happen. You can't control them, and you just kind of got to roll with the punches sometimes. And I mean, it might not be a death of an animal. It might be, you might have a sick relative, or you might be battling with health issues or mental health issues, or, whatever you've got going on. I know all of us have stuff going on. And so I just want to just send you a reminder today that if you feel like you need to be gentle with yourself today, be gentle with yourself. Don't get up and do all this stuff. Do the bare minimum, do what you know needs to be done, and then just be gentle with yourself and give yourself lots of grace. I was going to try to go ahead and get a video out last week. I had a few things filmed. I had the living room filmed. I had part of the kitchen filmed, and I was like, this is just a good opportunity for me to take a break and then to be able to talk about it when I come back. So that is what I did. And when that happened, obviously my mentality is all messed up. It was like, I mean, you know what I mean. I can't explain the feeling, but, my house got bad. It got really, really bad. And I had zero motivation to do anything. And I was like, if I can't motivate myself, how am I going to motivate all of my friends over here on YouTube? And so I did something last week. I decided to grab a notebook, which I had laying around that I barely use. And I've always wanted to get myself down a schedule, like a routine/schedule, like a very flexible schedule, but at least know what I'm supposed to be doing when I'm doing it, because I have so much that I have to do besides the cleaning. Like we do homeschool, I've got to take care of bills, I've got to do the errands, I've got to do, and then all the housework on top of everything. And then plus the toddler tantrums that just come, when you least expect it. You can't really schedule those in. So I wanted to do something because I honestly was feeling like I was getting nothing done. Like I am just hanging on by a thread, and this is really hard, and I'm still struggling so much. And I know that in the past, when I've had a schedule, like when I worked out of the home, I really, really thrived on schedules. Like, okay, I'm supposed to be doing this at this time, this at this time, this at this time. I've tried to write down schedules in the past, like, okay, I'll just do this here, this here, this here, but it never worked out for me. So I decided to kind of do the schedule backwards. And what I did was I grabbed that notebook, and for 3 days, I wrote down from the moment I woke up, every single thing I did and the times that I did it. So I have it right here in front of me, and I was just going to read you off a little bit. Let's see, this was day 1. So at 6:30 a.m. I was awake, and I did my devotional and my Bible studies and just kind of woke myself up, drank my coffee. And then at 7, I went ahead and took a shower, got myself ready. And then at 8:35, I started breakfast. Like I was like super, I was particular when it came to writing down these times. At 9 o'clock, I did breakfast, cleaned the kitchen, laundry on. 9:40, I was done cleaning. So it was just kind of showing me how long, 9:45 to 10:45, I did my grocery order. So I wasn't really able to see how long these things were taking me until I wrote this down. So I did this for 3 days. And as you could probably tell, each day looks a little bit different. But I was able to take those times, and even though there's a little flexibility in between them, and write myself down a schedule. And then the next day I put it to the test. And so I woke up and I put the schedule to the test, and it works, y'all. Like I put down, before I wrote out the schedule, okay, these are the things I have to do. So I have to start lunch at 11 o'clock for the kids. Nap has to be 12:30. Dinner has to be done at 6. Bath has to be at 6:30. Bedtime has to be at 7:30. So I wrote down everything I have to do. I also wrote out a weekly cleaning schedule. I've done this in the past before, but never really stuck with it. But every day focus on a particular room. For me, I've got Monday's living room, Tuesday's bathrooms, Wednesday's kitchen, Thursday's master bedroom, and Friday toddler room. And then I even put on there what I could do during nap and what I could do after nap. I have everything wrote down, almost like I'm running this place like a business. And it's really, really been working out for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll obviously keep you updated on all of it, but in case your mind kind of works like mine, maybe that's something you could try. Just start writing down everything that you're doing. Plus, the major point of this is that I looked back on this like, wow, I do a lot. Even though I was sitting there feeling like I do nothing, I do so much. So try it out if you want, and definitely let me know how it works out for you.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild, it's your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to.
And that is going to be it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you got a ton of motivation, inspiration, and encouragement from today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and drop me a comment if you'd like, so we can talk and hang out. And I will see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.